Please subscribe my channel for having a proper knowledge in accounts, to fill up the gaps of your misconceptions and to fill up the lacunas of your knowledge, so that you can work out your sums alone without taking help of any private teaching or private tutors.
Students, today's topic is cash book, and when you are starting cash book, we should know the features of cash book. First one, that it is a part of special journal. It is a part of special journal. Under special journal, you know, there are many subsidiary books like cash book, purchase day book, sales day book, purchase return book, sales return book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, etc. Therefore, cash book, first one, the feature you should know that it is a part of special journal. Number two, since in cash book we have to write the narration, and it is similar as the cash account, it is also like a ledger account. Therefore, it is called journalized ledger. Why? Because cash book is a books of primary entry as well as it is a books of secondary entry, because the same characteristics of a ledger account is remaining in cash book also. Number 3, only the cash transactions are recorded in cash book. Only the cash transactions. No credit transactions are recorded in cash book. And naturally, the very important point is coming that when we are doing the cash book, we are not doing no segregation between capital or revenue items. That is, when we are recording in cash book, only the thing we are checking that whether it is incurred in cash or not. Suppose the plant and machinery is purchased, it is a capital item, it is a capital expenditure, still we are recording in cash book. Similarly, if we make a payment of donation of good amount, that also will be recorded in the cash book. Therefore, when you are doing this cash book, we must remember these features. And what are the types of cash book? What are the types of cash book? Types of cash book. There are many types of cash book. Number 1, single column cash book, where only one cash column we maintain. Number 2, double column cash book, where two columns we maintain on the both sides, that is cash column and bank column. Number 3, triple column cash book, where on both sides 3 columns we maintain, one for cash, one for bank, and another for discount on the both sides, either for discount allowed or for discount received. When we make payment, we get discount, and when we receive payments from our customers, we allow discount. Number 4, multiple column cash book. Multiple column cash book. What is multiple column cash book? For the convenience of the accountant can maintain different columns on both the sides, making total columns on both sides, and he wants to know that from which heads the incomes have been received and to which heads the payments have been made. You can say these also analytical cash book. This also you can say multiple column cash book, or you can say analytical cash book. Number 5, petty cash book. Petty cash book. This is the cash book where the petty cashiers, they maintain for the petty expenses. Then types of cash books are usually these 5 types. Number 1, single column, then double column, triple column, multiple column or analytical cash book, and petty cash book. Now the part is how the transactions are recorded in cash book. I am showing you a pro forma of a cash book. Date particulars, ledger folio, voucher number, and suppose one column I am showing, and on the similarly on the right side, date, particulars, ledger folio, voucher number, and cash. It is a single cash book. It is an example of single column. Only one column I have shown here. My objective that not to show the entries here, but to make you understand that how the entries are recorded here. In the cash book, on the debit side, we say this is the deposit side, or we can say receipt side, and this is the payment side or expenses side. And my advice that whenever you are doing the cash book, you must pass journal entries and then you should put into the cash account, because cash book is nothing but a cash account. Already I have told you cash book is called journalized ledger, and in journal the same characteristics we maintain in cash book. We write the narrations, and cash book is nothing but a cash account. Therefore, you please, whenever you will record the entries in cash book, you please pass the journal entries. For example, I am telling, suppose number 1, cash received from Mr. X. Number 1, cash received from Mr. X. Then cash account, debit to Mr. X account. On the debit side it will come. Second one, suppose check received from Mr. Y on 10th January 2020 and deposited the same into the bank on 11th January 2020. That is, when you have got the check, you have got the check on 10th January 2020. When you have got the check, you have received the check in the cash book, in the cash box. Therefore, you will write cash account, debit to Mr. Y account. When you have got the check on 10th January, you have not deposited the check into the bank. Keep in mind, you have given the check deposited into bank on 11th. On 11th January 2020, you are giving the check to the bank. In that case, bank account will be debited to cash account. On both side, effect should be given, and it is called contra entry. Contra entry means when on the opposite side, in both sides, the entries come, that is called contra entry. Again, I make it clear, this is very important. Suppose Mr. Y has given you the check and on the first day, on 10th January, you have got the check and you have kept the check in the cash box, and on the second day you are giving the check to the bank, you are depositing, therefore in the next day bank account debit to cash. Cash and cash has been cancelled and ultimately bank to Mr. Y. In this way, if you pass the journal entries, then your cash book will be right. Mechanically, if you try to work out, then never you will get the correct result. Next, suppose cash received rupees 950 from Mr. Z in full settlement of his debt rupees 1000. You have got cash account debit. How much? You have got 950 from Mr. Z, and you have allowed him discount allowed rupees 50 to Mr. Z account 1000. See, you have got rupees 950 in full settlement of due from Mr. Z rupees 1000, that is 50 rupees you have got discount. Then in cash book, what you will do, in the debit side, in the cash column you will write, and in the discount column you will write this one, and to Mr. Z you will write. Always you will pass journal entries in this way, and your cash book always will be right. Similarly, suppose check paid rupees 12,000 to our supplier in full settlement of 12,500. A check has been paid to a supplier, that is creditor. Creditor's account debit. Suppose 12,500. And how much you have given? To bank account, we have given 12,000. And how much you have not paid? 500 you have not paid. This is called discount received. 500. Therefore, when you are doing the cash book, on the credit side you write down by creditors, in the bank column you will write this thing, in the discount receipt column you will write down 500. It is in the triple column cash book it will come. Therefore, the students are confused that on what side the entries will come. For that purpose, I will tell you, please you pass the journal entries and it will be more clear to you, and you will have no problem to record those entries. And next example, I am giving you a check of rupees 1500 received from Mr. A. Check received from Mr. A. You will write down bank account debit to Mr. A account. How much? 1500. Check has been received. And immediately what has been done? And endorse the check to Mr. B on the same day. On the same day, the check has been given to Mr. B. Then Mr. B account debit to bank account. Then both sides you can write. It will be simple. First of all, a check has been received from Mr. A, and on the same date the check is endorsed to Mr. B. Then first you will write down this bank to Mr. A, you will put on the debit side, and then immediately Mr. B to bank, therefore on the credit side by Mr. B, and both sides the effect will go, and it will follow the doctrine of disclosure also in accountancy. Next, suppose cash withdrawn from bank rupees 2000 for office purpose. For office purpose or business purpose, if you withdraw money from the bank, then cash account debit to bank account. Simple journal entry. Since cash and bank both account is affecting, on the both side it will go, and it is called contra entry. But if the money is withdrawn for the personal use, then it is called drawings. Drawings account debit to bank account. Then it is not a contra entry, not a contra entry, because on both sides the effect is not going, only on the credit side by drawings it will come. This is the all things I will suggest to my students. Please, whenever we are doing cash book, you pass the journal entries, then you will record in the cash book on both sides, and it will be very easy for you. Thank you.